All right. Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Kakadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great example to us younger brothers. And peace and blessings, salutations to the hopeful lake out there pushing his word in truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful lake, the believers, the listeners whom have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh Bashim Shai. And what I want to get into today, is how, we're set up to win. All right, how the elect, you know, in these circumstances, in this chaos, during Jacob's trouble, we're set up to win, you know, and we have to fully, believe these things, man, because we coming into a time now where pretty much, all right, how about Shema Shai is getting ready to bring this thing to a close. And before, all right, we get into the kingdom, you know, we understand that it's gonna be very chaotic. It's gonna be very dangerous times, man, to the point where the scripture describe as a time like never before seen. You see? But in the midst of every situation that we find ourselves in, the elect is always set up to win. You see, the game is sabotaged in our favor. We know how Esau has it rigged right now in his favor. All right, what people call white supremacy, but which is really Edomite supremacy. Well, Esau Edom has the game rigged, this system rigged in his favor. You know, so it doesn't matter. That's why with Edomites, it doesn't matter, that they have the qualifications for the job, or, that they, all right, have the skill set for this particular thing or that. No, it's rigged for them to win. It's set up, you know. The game is rigged in their favor. Well, on the righteous side, all right, when it comes to surviving Jacob's trouble, you know, and making it to the chariots, even death, even in death, that still works in our favor. Even in death, that still works in our favor. So the game is rigged on a whole nother level, for the elect to win. You see? You know? So I'm gonna get this first in Jeremiah 29:11, which we always get it. This is Jeremiah 29:11 says, "For I know the thoughts that I think toward you, said the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Shai, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you an expected end." See, the Most High already has an expected end for the elect. All right, it's already set up. We just got to go through things, and a lot of times the Most High just be testing our faith, man. All right, and like I said earlier, we in a time now where we have to pray way more. Like this weekend, when I was in Atlanta, I had the privilege and the honor to be around, Elder Apostle Ka. And one thing about it, like every time we would get in the car and go somewhere, he would always, throw a prayer up or tell brothers, to pray, you know, and that alone, just that little lesson alone, you know, put me in a different mindset because we're in the spiritual war. So we always got to pray that our minds, stay protected. Pray that we're protected when we're moving around. All right. Pray to have, to handle situation with wisdom, to be balanced, because Satan is in the process of trying to sift, all right, as many Israelites as he can. All right, that's his job. That's what he does all day, is roam around trying to sift. So we know that we're going to face different things in our day to day, and some things going to look like it's overwhelming, you know. But one thing I've learned about when things look overwhelming, hey, send them prayers up and just keep going forward, man. Keep being productive in the things that you can control, and don't worry about what you can't, because guess what? Everything that we can't control, guess who control it? Yahweh Bashim Shai. And if we are of the elect, it's going to work in our favor, man. You know, everything is set up to work in the favor of the elect, man. Everything. When you go to Romans, when you go to the book of Romans chapter 8 verse 28. You know, and these like Elder Zahab said, man, these one of these emergency kit scriptures that we need to understand, because we're gonna be in some hell of a circumstances, man. All right, we're gonna be in some hell of a circumstances, man. You know, when you read Romans 8 and 28, it says, and we know that all things work together for good to them that love the Most High, to them who are called according to his purpose. Yeah, all things work for the good, all right, of the elect, man. Everything works for the good of the elect, all right? Even though it seems bad in the flesh, or, you know, it's something that's uncomfortable, it's still working good for the elect, man. You know, I went through years of uncomfort, you know, even at the job that I'm at now. I went through years and years of being uncomfortable, all right? But what that molded was something great, man, because the things that a lot of these, you know, these guys cry about and complain about, they're easy to me now, man. And guess what? Now I'm in a situation where, hey, they got to deal with me, man. And the Most High set that up. Like, when you go in the situations of the scriptures, like, the Most High set it up where the Pharaoh had to go get Joseph out of prison. He was the only one that had the wisdom to interpret the dreams. You see? With Daniel, dealing with the statue. You see? Nebuchadnezzar had to deal with Daniel because he was the only one that can interpret, all right, his dream. The only one that had the skill set to break that down. And the Most High, even to do that for us, man, he'll give brothers little jobs where those, you know, brothers be the only one that have a particular skill set where, you know, they got to deal with. It don't matter how much they don't like us, you know, they still got to deal with us, man. You see? That's the Most High, all right, set things up in our favor, giving us the one up. See, the Most High got it where he can give his men the one up in every situation, man. It don't matter how much money, how much experience, how much, you know, training they got. The Most High got the spirit, you know, to put, all right, his men, all right, the elect, in a particular situation where they gonna win, man, no matter what. We just gotta keep being pleasing to him. You see? So reading that again, Romans 8 and 28, it says, and we know that all things work together, all right, for good to them that love the Most High, and to them who are called according to his purpose, man. You know? So those that are called according to what their purpose, and that's why what we have to lock into our purpose. If we're called for a purpose, lock into the purpose, and the Most High gonna be setting up circumstance. He already got situations set up where we gonna win regardless, man. It don't matter what happened. All right. If we're part of the elect, everything that happened is a setup for us to win, man. All right. Whether that woman leave, whether that man leave, whether you lose your job, whether that family member cut you off. All right. Even people getting put to death, man. If we part of the elect, everything works for our favor, man. It don't matter the external circumstance, man. The Most High is doing that because he's trying to get us in a either particular mindset. He's trying to mold us in a particular way so we can win. All right. That's why the scripture say the chastisement of the Lord doesn't feel good at the moment. You see? But why does a father chastise his son? Let's get there real quick. When you go to let's see. When you go to Sirach. All right, when you go to the book of Sirach, you know, why does a father chasten his son, man? All right, he goes to Sirach, I want to say 30. All right. This is Sirach 31. It says, he that loveth his son causeth him off to feel the ride, that he may have joy of him in the end. You see? So we go through these things now. The Most High calls us off to feel the ride, these different hardships, these different losses, these different changes we got to go through and just endure. He calls us to do that often. All right, so he can have joy at us at the end. See, the Most High is doing something with the elect, man. He's grooming the elect in a particular way. So when the time of Jacob trouble, we'll be built for it, man. We're being built to endure. We're being built to win, man. We're set up for the victory. And one thing we gotta understand that the Most High, all right, controls all these situations. He controls the minds of men. You see? And that's why we gotta fight for him and let him fight for us, man. You see, we need help from on high. We need help from the spiritual realm. All right? And what we can do now is what? Be locked into our purpose, and that makes him, all right, and that makes him the what? Fight for us, man. So going back into it, because there's a lot of situations where, you can, because Satan, the thing is the battle is within the mind. See, the victory is a mindset. That's why you can have a winning mentality, a losing mentality, a mediocre mentality, that just enough spirit. All right. Winning is a mindset. All right. So what does Satan try to do? He tries to break down your mindset. And how does he do that? Getting you to doubt, try to put toxic people around you, man. Because someone that's toxic, there's nothing but a vessel of Satan, man. And that's another thing, like, hey, try to stay away from all toxic, environments, all right, if possible, man. Social media, very toxic, man. Because they're so popular and that drama and that needing that peak shit, that's toxic, man. That's toxic energy, man. Now, some things, we can't change. Like, we got to deal with, workplace and different things. We got to deal with, them niggas, or whatever you got to deal with. All right. You might have a asshole supervisor, man. There's something the Most High put on us to keep us on edge so we can always haste. All right. But we don't want to, be around unnecessary toxic environments, man. It's not good for the spirit. You see? I'm going to get that scripture real quick, that sift, But yeah, man, we in a unique situation, man. And see, the benefits of being obedient is finna show, man. The benefits of, being diligent, all right, in his word is going to show, man. All right? Because when people are bugging out, all right, the Most High is building us to what? Be able to handle these things. Matter of fact, the Most High said, well, we're going to laugh, at famine, man. So let me see that. And the Most High is causing, Satan to sift, because when you go to Luke 22:31, it says, and the Lord said, Simon, Simon, behold, Satan have desired to have you, that he may sift you as wheat. You see? So Satan is heavy in the sifting process, man. And one of those things, and the thing that he likes to try to do, all right, is to try to break down our confidence and our self-esteem, and, because low self-esteem, creates what, man? Hesitance. It makes you be hesitant. It makes you overthink, things that are simple. You see? See, when you confident, then you start pretty much, now you trying to open up and see. When you confident in something, that puts you in the mindset of always trying to expand, always trying to do more, always trying to push the bar a little more whenever you confident in something, But when you have a low self-esteem, all right, which we all, in this society was tainted with that, man. I know I had it bad, but guess what? Yahweh Shai, the physician, you see, the physician, Yahweh Shai, all right, now he's grooming what, hey, that low self-esteem, is being removed out the way, man. You know? So now what's happening is what? The Most High is making us conquerors, brothers. Like I always say, we're conquerors, man. You know? And that's the mind frame. You gotta see the victory before it even start, man. Before scenarios even start, you gotta see the victory, man. All right? And you gotta have that mentality to run to the chaos sometime, man. And that's the spirit of the Most High is putting us in. He's building up men that have the mindset to run to the chaos, man. When things happen that we can't avoid, because you try to avoid particular things with wisdom. Now, I'm not saying, go to the wildest nigga club in your city, all right, and you go slap you a nigga, No, I'm speaking of when these different scenarios happen in our day to day. Sometimes we gotta run to it, all right, and get through it, man. But have a victory mindset when it arises, man. Uh, So when you read Luke 22 and 31, it says, "And the Lord said, Simon, Simon, behold, Satan have desired to have you, that he may sift you as wheat." Now, let's get that word sift in the Greek. All right. But we set up to win, man. And we always gotta have that faith, within us that the Most High, all right, is doing something. Whatever situation we're in, we know the Most High is working on something to get us out of this, man. He is, all right. And you gotta have a he is mentality. Now you go to that word in the Greek, it's sanazo, and it says to sift, to shake and deceive. It says figuratively by inward agitation to try one's faith to the verge of overthrow. To try one's faith to the verge of overthrow, man. And that's what Satan is doing on a large scale, man. And like I say, it all starts in your mind, man. Satan plants seeds, all right? Then he tries to water it, because when demons be on people, it's not just, they're walking and demons jump on them. No, Satan plants a seed, and then what happens, man? You can start watering that seed with your own thoughts, man, afflicting yourself in your head, and then what happens? You start acting out what's on your mind. See, your mind, like your actions, is a representation of your silent thoughts. Like what you're not speaking verbally, your actions is showing your silent thoughts, man. Your actions show your mindset. All right. That's why, I always say, pay attention to the actions, the patterns. All right. People's actions show their thought patterns, man. You see, like people going to get the juice. All right. That shows that inwardly they don't see nothing beyond this. And it shows that what they're not, they're not vexed with this current society, because they're doing what they need to do to plug themselves back in it. All right, and it shows you where their faith lies. That's a action that shows their thoughts, man. You see. So now we in a time now where Satan, all right, is trying to go to war with our minds, man. And he try to create these scenarios like, everything is just overwhelming and it's too much and it's this and that. But really, all right, for the elect, those things are set up for our good, as we read earlier. Now, let's get this, because at the end of the day, we know we finna have to endure. We know it's finna get uncomfortable, man. But uncomfort creates greatness, man. Uncomfort creates greatness, man. You see, the best producers, like you go to music producers, well, the best producers, had the, they started off in the what, probably in their room in the basement somewhere with the cheapest, all right, with the little cheapest beat machine, and things. He had to rig things up, but hey, that what was that doing, man? That was grooming him, all right, that was grooming him for something great. You know, you look like the Dungeon family. I don't know if you brothers and sisters probably don't know, but you go to Outkast and them and Sleepy Brown, the Dungeon family, like, they started off in that basement. You see, it wasn't comfortable down there, man. No heat, those different things. But then what did they produce, man? They produced greatness, man. All right. Particular athletes that that are great, they have very, they come from very impoverished, backgrounds, man. Where it's uncomfortable, but what does it produce? It produces greatness, man. You know? So the uncomforts that we're finna go through, all right, as we get ready to lose things because of what we believe, all right, that's gonna produce something great, man. And we have to believe that, man, because Most High is setting us up to win. All right. The scripture say that the father calls his son off the field to ride, all right, so he can have joy in him at the end, man. All right. So let's get the Isaiah. Because even with Esau, like, we got to understand that the Most High got the last say so in our situations, man. All right. And how about Shema Shai has the last say so? There's a certain conduct that's required of us. All right. Because one thing about it, within our day-to-day situations, we have to have a balance. Now, it's a lot of times where we have to turn the other cheek, and eat certain things. You see? We gotta turn the other cheek with situations, kind of, let things roll off our back, But then it comes situations where we gotta be unmovable. All right, and the good way to gauge that is this something that's interfering with the ministry. All right, when something starts interfering with the ministry, that's when we gotta stiffen up. All right, a lot of times, we kind of, flexible. All right, I'll say you kind of turn the other cheek to particular things, but then there's sometimes that you gotta put your foot down, man. And you gotta do it in wisdom. Everything is done in wisdom. Like I say, you ain't gotta be on no hoorah, that hoorah, type shit. But you have to understand it's a time to be unmovable. It's a time to turn the other cheek. And everybody's situation different, so we have to understand when to apply it. And the good indicator that it's time to be unmovable, all right, is when what, man? It starts interfering with the ministry, man. You see, because nothing can come between that. Nothing and no one. See, our supervisor ain't got the last say so. You know how supervisors be, they act like they control your damn life, man. Like your life is in their hand. You know how especially a nigga, you got a nigga, nigga try to act like your life, your existence in his hand, man. No, nigga. All right? Do these little punk ass hours and go home, man. Although your woman act like, no, without you, you won't exist. Without her, you won't exist, man. Women got that mentality. They been so, overhyped, in America. All right? They think that if she leave, you just gonna disintegrate. All right? No, nigga. Cause we got to understand the Most High controls the minds of men, man. You can get fired, from one job Tuesday and get a better paying job Thursday. That's light work to the Most High, man. Or if he just wants you to suffer so he can build something up in you, either way, it's gonna be for your good. Like, even if you don't get a good job right after, guess what? You go through those uncomforts, all right, for the moment, to what? Build something that's gonna be prepared to endure what's to come. So it's a win-win for the elect, man. We're being set up to win, no matter how it play out. If we are the elect, it's a setup to win, man. You see? And we can't doubt in no way. Now this is Isaiah 51 and 12. It says, even I am he that comfort you. Who art thou that thou shouldst be afraid of man that shall die, and the son of man which shall be made as grass? Yeah, so the Most High is like, I'm comforting you. You know, my spirit is on you. All right, the spirit of Yahweh Shai is in us. You understand prophecy. You have a mind frame to be obedient. Like I'm comforting you. I'm showing you signs. All right, certain points be made that count. Then you see you will hear a car horn go off or a train, horn go off, man. You know, the most that's him comforting us, man. 144 all over the place, man. You see, brothers getting visions, and you see sisters getting visions, man. And the Most High is comforting His people. So it's like, look, I'm comforting you, man. The hell you worry about what this nigga is saying? If he don't get the juice, you can't work, and you can't go grocery store, you can't, eat in the restaurant, go to the game. So what? You see? We work for Yahweh Shema Shai now. We have to think like that. Like, no, we serve Yahweh Shema Shai. We his sons, man. He controls everything, man. All right? A nigga can't tell us when and how we gonna eat, man. You know? Don't nobody determine when and how we gonna live. And no, they don't determine that, man. You see? The Most High hands on, all right, with what? His people, man, with the elect. All right? So the main thing we should focus on is what? Locking into our purpose, man. Men tapping into having a conquering mind frame, man. A righteous mindset, man. A mindset of integrity, man, and obedience and diligence, man. Women tapping into being women, under those men. You see? That's what's gonna set you up for the victory. Like, you sisters, talking to you sisters, man, you probably taking losses and these different sacrifices, that you're making, but see, you're being set up to win. All right, you're being set up to win, because in this world you mocked it, for humbling down under men. That's made mockery. You know, that's frowned upon. That's looked down upon. All right, but these hoes finna lose. All right, the women that's millionaires, women that's got millions of followers, and women that's got the best bodies, they finna lose, man. All right, they're finna be out here with no hedge in the worst time ever, man. You see, that's why we take our stripes now. All right, we'll take our stripes now and win later. Like, I take these losses now and win later. You see? So reading it again, this is Isaiah 51:12. It says, I am he that comforted you. Who art thou that thou shouldest be afraid of man that shall die, and the son of man which shall be made as grass? Yeah, see, and that's one thing about Yahweh Shema Shai. It's come to a point where he gets offended if we be fearing things over him, man. If we, worry about things, that we have no control over, he gets offended after a while, man. You see? So we have to check ourselves and make sure, man, that we not out here being just too timid about particular things. Like, nah, we bold in Yahweh Shai, man. All right? Because at the end of the day, brothers, like, just from my experience, brothers are great fathers, brothers are great husbands, brothers are great at the workplace. All right? So all this extra shit that they be trying to throw in the mix, man, the hell with all that. We gonna be bold in Yahweh Shai, man. And let the chips fall where they may. All right? Like the brother said earlier, niggas trying to threaten you. Them niggas trying to threaten you with the job will make you move, man. All right? We be wise, and like I say, sometimes you have to turn the other cheek with little things here and there. But then, it come to the point, like, man, come, all right, well, what's up then, man? All right, do what you say you gonna do then, man. Or like a woman threatening to leave. Well, goddamn, See, ain't no barbed wire fence around this motherfucker, man. Ain't no gun lines, you know. Shit, you see? Hey, that's how you gotta be, man. Because at the end of the day, we bold in your house shot, man. Everything else gonna be what it's gonna be. Now, when you I'm gonna keep reading. It says verse 13, and it says, and forgettest that the Lord Yahweh Shema Shaddai Maker, that have stretched forth the heavens and laid the foundations of the earth. See, yeah, that's one thing you gotta start back being big thinkers too, man. You know, because everybody in this society is taught to be consumed in this you know, false reality that Esau, has fabricated. No, man, we serve the creators of the heavens and earth, man. We ain't got no limitations, man. All right, these niggas that's just out here, these niggas, the women that's just out here, they very limited in what they can do. That's why their decision making, all right, is like it is because it's limited. You see? Our decision making ain't based on the parameters, all right, of this false reality that's been, all right, shoved down our throat. No, our decision making is based on He is. All right, we got a much broader selection to choose from. All right, than someone who can't see past a job or see past their boo. You know, see past, all right, this current society. They in the box, man. And it says, and laid the foundations and has fear continually every day because of the fury of the oppressor, as if he were ready to destroy. And where is the fury of the oppressor? Yeah, so the Most High is like, where is this man that everybody been hyping up? Saying he gonna do this and he gonna do that. Now he gonna be a terror to those that are outside of this, but for the elect, man, all right, the Most High gonna raise that standard, and it's gonna be like, now where all that fury at that this man was speaking of? And then when Yahweh Shah come back, it's lights out, man. When Yahweh Shah come back, it's completely, lights out. All right. I think it was something I seen earlier. Yep. Let me get those real quick. And at the end of the day, man, cause like I said, I know I can be on in my own mind, a little too much. But see, now I focus on rejoicing, man. That's another thing, man. Don't let this world, this society take your joy. Like we be vexed, we vexed, and some days be frustrated. But overall, don't let this society take your joy, man. This is everything to them, man. We don't give a shit. This everything to them. This shit going and trying to get back to normal and all this. This is everything to them, man. All right. We don't give a shit how it play out, man. So what? Nigga see, nigga come in and see the numbers this month and all those shit. Fuck them numbers, man. All right. It says this is Matthew 6 and 33. It says, but seek ye first the kingdom of the Most High and His righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. Yeah, see, focus on your purpose, man, and we're gonna win. All right, in due season, everything's gonna be added that we need in due season, man. Men and women, all right, are being groomed, all right, for this righteous society to come, man. And in time being, the Most High gonna start putting things together, man. Hey, and tell you this, man, it's gonna be some, it's gonna be some musical chairs around this thing, man. All right. They're saying it like, hey, it's gonna be some replacements. You see, that's what I was saying earlier, like, hey, the Most High gonna remove something that's unproductive and put something productive in its place, or multiple things, all right, productive in its place, man. All right, don't get comfortable. Just put that out there, man. We can't get comfortable, men and women. All right, hey, we can't get comfortable, man. You see, we'll be on the outside looking in through. All right. Now this is Matthew 6 and 34, and it says, take therefore no thought for tomorrow. Yeah, you can't, try to have the whole year planned out. We're gonna do the. You can't just be too caught up and consumed and overthinking. That don't mean you have a system to pay bills and all right. It don't mean you don't have a system to pay bills and buy groceries and run your household. All right. They're speaking of trying to think too much. What I'm gonna do if this happen? What I'm gonna do if that happen? What if they say this and that? No, man. Some things we just gotta let the Most High deal, man. Just let you. How about Shema Shai deal? How they gonna deal, man? You know, let them do what they gonna do. Cause sometimes they'll create chaos just to show you that they in control, man. You know. So we have to understand that they got it figured out, man. You know. This is Matthew 6:34. It said, "Take therefore no thought for tomorrow shall take thought for things of itself. Sufficient unto the day is the evil thereof." Yeah, so the Most High has this thing already drawn out. All right, we just gotta apply the scriptures in these situations that we go through, because the obstacle course already laid out for us, man. Each individual brother and sister gonna go through their own different obstacles to get to their glory. All right, but within those obstacles, you just have to apply the scriptures, man. You know, apply the scriptures. You see, so at the end of the day, there's a remnant of Israel that's set up to win. All right, and the Most High is showing us that He's with us on a daily basis, man. You know, so they just keep fighting. You know, keep throwing up these prayers in this, this wicked, corrupt society, man. Keep chanting this place down, put them curses up more. You know, put them curses up more and more, man. You know, this place gotta be destroyed, man. You see. So Lord will, you brothers and you sisters edified till next time I say Shalom. Kwam Yashala, Bob, DTA soon.